Sunday night.
Well, they love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL has once again returned to Oakland, California. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, and set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Raiders of Oakland. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Throwing first play is Pickett, and his throw is going to be incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target, and it's second down. Here's a peek at their past draft class. And, Charles, sometimes you'll see teams that have really specific needs they want to fill. Some can just say, well, I'm going to take the next best guy available. Maybe we see a little bit of both here in this draft.
I think you're right about that, Brandon. Plenty of talent in their class this year, some of which will contribute early and some which will be called upon down the road. The GM makes the final call after all the input from the scouts and the coaches. Now it's up to the coaches to develop the guys that the GM picked.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 54 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. You look at this Raiders defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And Joseph Charlton on now to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs.
And he'll work this one out to about the 38.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. The Raiders at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with a point. Just end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A handoff for Warren. Nifty footwork at the 45. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8. Off play action. Pickett. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Here comes Abdullah on the return. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense ready for their second drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right.
And coughed it up. And the defense not. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the...
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Fields escaping the pressure right. Poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stop.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Now Pickett. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Pickett will look to throw it here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
7 yards there and a first down. That's caught by Tucker. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. To the air again, Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steelers ready for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On the give, it's Warren. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Abdullah to return. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, here's Fields. Open man, that's Renfro. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. Fields on 1st down. Pass complete. On the crossing route, this is Hooper. Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Hooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Odell Beckham, a touchdown catch in the victory. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, another doubleheader. Philly and Tampa at 7:15, followed by the Super Bowl rematch from a couple of years ago. The Rams and Bengals from Cincinnati. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. Final adjustments being made by both sides. We're closing in on the second half kickoff in the East Bay as we'll turn it back over to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Counter play with Jacobs. Takes it to about the 37.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Fields now on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 37.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander. On 2nd down, here's Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Carlson able to put this one through, and they will extend their lead even further. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Pickett back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here's Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Pickett sets up play action. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Right now, let's go get 6.
Throwing on third down, Fields. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. To throw is Fields. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They send Carter in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A nice play design there with a touch. Start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's... They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out.
Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Pickett. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Pickett, 4th down. Desperation time. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Washington. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Miles Boykin from 3 yards out.
And the Steelers get a bit closer. Pickett will try to throw for this.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down.
To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Pickett right back to the air again.
And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Pickett.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And the Raiders have got him. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken at the 46. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against